Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Would this be true for you? For what you might say to others or others might say to you? Stay tuned to see what Andy Rooney has to say about it and my interpretation. It might surprise you just a little bit. For more personal development tips and tricks that I have used and found helpful, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications of my latest videos that come out every Tuesday and Friday. Today I'd like to share with you a quote by Andy Rooney, and it goes like this: always keep your words soft and sweet in case you have to eat them. And I guess this is basically referring to, gossip and, slandering and bad mouthing, backbiting, all of that sort of stuff, which I really don't partake in or don't care to be involved in. But for me personally, I put this on there because we tend to speak badly more about ourselves. And it's more about, for me personally, looking at it from the perspective of the words that I say to myself, the things that I say to myself. Now, everyone knows that there is no bigger critic than, you, the individual, on yourself. I'm speaking, with my own experience from what I tell myself on a day-to-day basis, which isn't too favourable. Which is the reason why I have this quote on my fridge, to constantly remind me that, our words have power. And although it isn't really good to, speak badly about others and to say terrible things about other people and things like that, it's equally important to not say bad things about ourselves to ourselves. Doing something or making a mistake and say, oh man, what an idiot. Or how stupid am I for doing that? I know better. Why did I do that in the first place? Those types of things. Instead of taking on board the fact that we are all human beings who sometimes make mistakes, and that being perfectly imperfect is perfectly fine. I can't help but feel that it is vitally important to really understand that by taking note on what it is that we say to ourselves makes a big difference, and even shows us where we are at. Like, if we take note on what it is we're saying, it shows us our shortfalls and where we might need to improve a little and where we need to really accept ourselves. It also comes to a point of acceptance. How often do you see people putting themselves down? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know. Maybe it might be a good idea to just let them know that you don't see them that way. I've done that on the odd occasion, and let me tell you, it certainly changes their persona and the way they see themselves at that point in time. Because what I feel when I see this quote is that anyone that puts anyone down is really because they feel their own level of shortcomings, or their own level of self unacceptance. The tall poppy syndrome. Like, if someone is doing better than someone else, let's cut them down, let's criticize them. And let's face it, there is a big difference to constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Where one uplifts and encourages and, possibly gives out pointers, the other rips down and discourages and, really puts the other person down. So I guess it's just something to really think about, just, for yourselves, if you want. I'm just basically saying what it is that I keep an eye on, and what I do just for myself. Because I know I'm not perfect, and I know there are times there where I stuff up. And even because I do stuff up, I don't tend to stay dwelling on the fact that I stuffed up. I try and find a way to kind of say, well, all right, I kind of learnt from that. It's time to move on. Instead of spending time and time again beating myself up for making a mistake. And if there's ever a time that I've done something wrong or something needs to be said, then, you know, an apology or something of that nature, then it needs to be said. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. Also, if you feel that someone else needs to hear this information, please feel free to share. Sharing is caring after all. Anyway, until next time, live life to the fullest and be the best you can be. Bye for now.